Hi, this is Ian McGaha. We're taking a look at the final exam, problem number 3. For this question, we are given a dictionary called ADICT that maps integer keys to integer values. We want to write a Python function that returns a list of keys in the dictionary that map to dictionary values that appear exactly once in the dictionary. So if we want to give the keys that have a unique value. So if we have a bunch of keys, blah 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 blah, and they all equal to 0, then none of those would be unique. But if we had a bunch of keys all equal to 0, and then one key that equals to 1, then that one key is going to be displayed in that list of keys. So here is how we'll do it. We're going to go uniques, start a list for those unique keys. We're going to have a check, and I use the exact same premise of the my solution to problem 2. We're going to have two for loops. If j, sorry, let's go through this. So two for loops, we're going through each element or each key in the dictionary twice. So we start the first time we're going through the element as I, and the second time we're going through the elements as j. So for, and then within the second for loop, if j does not equal to I, we want to see if the value at I is going to be equal to all other values in the dictionary. So because we have the second for loop, we get to go through every single element in the dictionary and compare it to one singular element. So if we start at 0, we're going to start with the first element and we're going to compare it to every single other element and see if at those keys if it's a unique value, and then so on. So then you would break out of that inner for loop, you would go on to the next element, set that as I, and then you would check it against all the other keys, which are going to be j. So if the I element is not equal to any of the other values in that dictionary, then check is going to be true, because obviously we have found a unique key that gives us a unique value. Else, obviously it's false. If you're not true, you're going to be false, and we're just going to break out of that inner for loop. And then, as we did earlier in problem 2, you go outside of this inner for loop, you break out, and then you check to see if check is equal to true. And if it is, then you want to go ahead and append whatever that key is to your list of keys that are unique. And then we just want to return a sorted uniques list right here. So let's run it. So our first test is we have 1, which is equal to 1. We have 3, which is equal to 2. 6, 0, 7, 0. So obviously 6 and 7 are not going to be unique. You're going to have 8, which is 4, and then 10, which is 0, which is the same as 6 and 7, so also unique. So 1, 3, and 8 should be unique. And we see that right there. And then we have the second test case, which we have 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. They all have values of 1, not unique. So we're going to have an empty list, and that's exactly what we see. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you in the next problem.